I do want to spend part of my time, because I am here speaking, and this is my story. But over the past several days, and even when this story initially came out, there have been other CBC employees, current and former, that have come forward to me that are afraid to speak out publicly. And they have sent me some statements. So I'd like to, if I can, read into the record some of what I have been getting from current and former employees. This is a current employee at the CBC. I've been with CBC for 10 years, and I have witnessed and experienced multiple incidents of the misuse of taxpayer dollars, racism, favoritism, nepotism, sexual harassment, and verbal abuse. And then she goes on to outline specific examples. This next individual was someone that you would all know if I said their name. They left the CBC after a 10-year career. The end of their statement says, "Without exaggeration, I experienced toxicity every single day, and it was almost always from the same people. It was not subtle. It was not hidden. It was part of the daily reality of working there." She goes on to say that she was set to interview Catherine Tate on air. "I introduced myself to her in the makeup room as the host. In front of others, she responded, 'I didn't know I'd be interviewed by somebody who looks like she is 14. That moment stayed with me. It was dismissive, inappropriate, and reflected a broader culture in which respect was not always equally extended to everyone." On Mr. Cochran, this is one of his former producers. "His toxic behavior extended beyond editorial matters and was more often than not deeply hypocritical. While he publicly presented himself as a supporter of diversity, he actively undermined the contributions of colleagues who were minorities." This is somebody who left the industry and had to go to another country. "After about a year of working there as an anchor," this is in Vancouver, "I was suddenly removed from the anchor desk. I was told the decision was related to the color of my skin, that as a white person, I did not fit the diversity targets they were trying to meet. No concerns about my performance had ever been raised. My concern was the system and the reasoning behind the decision. My frustration was never directed at the individual who stepped into the role." She was also said that she was forced to check a box if somebody of a diverse background appeared on the air. And she said that that was concerning to her. "I believe it's important to include a broad range of voices and perspectives, but reducing interview subjects to a check box felt like an overly simplistic way of approaching something that deserves much more care and thought." And I can go on. There are a number of these stories, and it is shocking. These people have been traumatized. They are scared to come out. They're scared of the professional repercussions. And management, like Andre Lau, like Brody Fenlon, like Kathy Perry, like Chris Carter, they are concerned about protecting the reputation of the organization as opposed to dealing with these issues when it comes to employees.
So, Mr.